name's Ellie and I'm Stitching Bee here on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch, crafty bargains and bees. Welcome to all my pre-existing subscribers. It's lovely to have you back again. And thank you to all the new subscribers that I've got as well. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you enjoy what you see. So this is episode number 17. And I have got lots to show you yet again. I don't know how it keeps happening, but yeah, I've had a really action-packed month again. I'm going to talk through some Flosstubers that I've been watching recently that I thought definitely deserve a shout out. I'm going to show you my statistics for June and what I achieved in that month. I'm also going to talk through my new starts, my finish, my 2 FFOs and my WIP that I worked on. I'm going to show you some PDF haul, I'm going to show you some regular haul, I'm going to talk about the big stitch, I've got some Stitchy kindness, I've got some freebies, 4 freebies actually to share with you. I've got a book flip through of Bothy Threads' new book, and I've also got plans and things that I want to achieve in the coming months. So grab a beverage as always and let's get started. First I want to mention some Flosstubers that I've been watching who really deserve shout outs. The first one is Amanda, I'm sure you know her already. She is Alba Stitcher on YouTube and Instagram, and she had a bit of a break from Flosstube but has come back recently with 2 new videos, and it was her most recent one I believe that really wowed me. I mean, all her videos are fantastic, but she showed the 4 Robin Pickens charts all stitched on different fabrics and framed together, and it worked beautifully. She had it professionally done and it was just an exceptional FFO, and highly recommend you go and check that out. And her channel is great, she's got lots of lovely projects to share and she's a great laugh as well, so go and check out Alba Stitcher. The next one is Sarah from Champagne and Stitches. She has got a very professional YouTube channel. She has got different camera angles and yeah, I think all her videos are filmed in 4K. She is amazing. Lots of wonderful projects, and yeah, she definitely needs more love on Flosstube, so go and check out her channel as well. And then finally we have Emma from Rose Cottage Creates on YouTube, and she's 3M Rose on Instagram. Emma is relatively new to Flosstube and I think stitching in general, but she has done a fantastic job. I have to say I'm a bit behind on some of her videos, but I hope to catch up with them soon. And she's got so much enthusiasm for cross stitch, which I absolutely love. And yeah, she's just a joy to watch. You can feel the enthusiasm coming through the screen. She's just wonderful. So go and check out Rose Cottage Creates on YouTube as well. So that's all my mentions for today. Next, I'm going to move on to my statistics for June. So in June, I stitched for 20 days because I had my holiday to New York. Not that I've mentioned it at all. You can go back and watch my New York and Canada videos if you're interested in seeing a bit of information about those places, as well as the 2 Stitchy shops I went to, as well as Hobby Lobby and Michael's, if you're interested. A quick plug. But yeah, so I had my holiday in June, so I didn't get a huge amount of stitching done on that holiday, obviously, because it was quite busy. But I've kind of made up for it at the end of June, so I've still achieved a fair bit, I'd say. So as I say, I stitched for 20 days, and I'll just check my notes here. I had 1 new start, I worked on 2 WIPs, I had 1 finish, and I've got 2 FFOs to show you. So I thought that's not too bad for this month, or last month rather. So we'll start off with my new start. And I did mention this in my last video that I was going to start it, and I just managed to squeeze it in at the end of the month. I started it on the 30th of June, but it is a lovely project from this gorgeous book called Cross Stitch in the Forest by Pigeon Coop, or Max Pigeon. And I am stitching the Rowdy Jay, and it's a lovely blue jay, which I am stitching for my engagement. As I said previously, we saw a blue jay on the day that we got engaged, and we also went to a Blue Jays baseball game, so this kind of reminds me of that holiday and getting engaged as well. So I wanted to make a few changes. I've changed out the fabric, and I'm going to use greens for the leaves instead of the orange, just so it looked a bit more kind of spring-like rather than autumnal. So that's the project, and I'll just get my board and show you my start. So I have worked on this quite a lot already in July, so that's why I've got so much progress on it. But here we go. Oh, I love the blues on this fabric. So this is a 32 count maroon linen, and it's the same piece of fabric that I'm stitching this Bee's Got Knees on. If you haven't seen it already, go back and check my last video, the video before out with that project in it. But I absolutely love how this pops. So you've got all these gorgeous blues and the black and the white really stand out lovely. And so I'm just deciding which two greens I want to use for the leaves. I've just done part of the leaf at the moment. So I'm a fair bit of the way through. I haven't got too much more to do, just the leaves, the rest of the branch and the tail. And then, as with a lot of Max Pigeon's designs, he does use a lot of negative space, which works beautifully. But obviously, because I've not used the kind of oatmeal kind of white fabric that he's used for his model stitch, I felt it looked a bit strange with being able to see so much of the maroon through it. So once I've stitched the rest of the design, I do plan to go back and fill those in, and then there's a bit of back stitch in here as well, just to give it a little bit more detail. So I'll probably just fill them in with white, and that will really make the piece look complete. So I'm absolutely delighted with this one. Really enjoyable stitch. I love his use of colour and, as I say, negative space, and just, it's not a huge colour palette, but it's just so effective. It's really, really wonderful. So if you haven't got this book already, I highly recommend getting it, because there's so many beautiful designs in there, and I definitely plan to stitch more of them. So that was my new start. My next one is a piece that I was working on last month, so I'm classing this as a WIP. So this is the Tree of Life, the buttons and beads kit from the autumn series of Mill Hill's range. And if you hadn't watched my last video, I was saying I was going to stitch this for my dad's special birthday. So I started on it last month, and I'll put a before picture in, if I've got one, of where I was when I showed you last time. And I will now show you where we are now. So this is stitched on a 32 count vintage country mocha with DMC threads. And I meant to say the other one's DMC threads as well. Well, it's actually kit threads, this one, so I should know DMC. And I love the intricacy of this. So obviously I'm about halfway, and if I just show you the picture again, you can see that we've got the tree in the morning and the tree at night. So I've done the nice bright side where the tree is in the morning, and then the darker sky will come on the other side with the moon. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So I've already got this Mill Hill frame, so that's how I plan to finish it. And a lot of these kits come on perforated paper. But as I say, I just wanted to change it up to fabric, because I felt that it really was a special piece that I wanted to have a bit more kind of longevity to it. So that's why I went for the vintage country mocha. I think it works beautifully. Right, so the next WIP that I worked on, again I showed you in my last video, and this is a piece for my friend and one of my work colleagues, and I've been working on this for a long time. It's been a WIP for, I think, end of 2024 it was started, and I've just really wanted to get it finished. But I managed to do quite a bit of it when I was on the plane coming back from New York, so I managed to just put my head down and get it done. So I'll put a before picture in, if I have one, of where I was last month. And as you can see, I still just had that kind of last corner to go, I think. So it wasn't too much work to get it all done. But here is my finish. Oops. So this is called Co-Workers, and it's by Cross Stitch Traveller on Etsy. And I have changed the fabric out to a 32 count Duck Azure Blue even weave. And I'm just stitching it with DMC threads. And it just says, work made as co-workers, but surviving the workday made as friends. And it's just got this lovely border around the edge. Again, a very limited colour palette, but I think it's really quite effective. I like how the co-workers and friends have just two different colours and create that kind of shaded effect. And I hope to frame this. I'm going to lace it onto mount board and then put it in a white frame, I think, with some nice kind of backing paper or backing fabric just to complement the pinks that are in the piece. So that's my finish that I have to show you. Next, I'm going to show you my fully finished objects. So the first one, I mentioned that I had nearly finished it, or that I had finished it in my last video. I must have shown you it. But I was stitching this for my partner's birthday, and again it was a special birthday, so I wanted to make it, you know, put a lot of effort into making it nice. And he loves Homer Simpson, so I found this chart on Etsy, and it's a Homer Simpson meme by Hoodie Studio Shop. It is on Etsy, and I basically wanted to make it into a flat fold. So here we go. So it says, you'll have to speak up, I'm wearing a towel. And it's just a kind of fun Homer meme. Again, you can't really see this fabric particularly well, I think because of the, maybe see it a bit better if I turn it that way, away from the window. It looks quite washed out, but it is actually more of a kind of greeny yellow. It's definitely brighter than it's showing here. But it's a pole stitches fabric, 28 count, and I've used DMC threads. And I have finished it using Pfeiffer's tutorial, as always, into a gorgeous flat fold. So in the end, I picked this donut fabric to go on the back because I thought it was just perfect, and Homer Simpson obviously loves donuts. So I just kind of kept it relatively plain in terms of trim. I just used a 21st century yarn. Oh no, it wasn't, sorry. It was a Create Nostalgia chenille trim, which I've mentioned many times before. They're only around 60p for a good few meters of trim. So I'll again link them down below if you're interested in getting them. Lots of different colours to choose from. So this was the turquoise trim. And then I've made it into a flat fold. So you can see this is just mount board here, and it's got a bit of wadding on the back, a bit of wadding on the front as well. And then it's just got a little ribbon that holds it all together and allows it to stand up by itself. And if you've not made a flat fold before, it's relatively straightforward. It's just like making a book, really. You just need 5 pieces of mount board, and then I lace the piece onto one of them with a bit of interfacing and wadding underneath, and then I glued the fabric with the wadding onto the back side of it. And then you just have your 2 other pieces that you just cover with fabric. And then Vonna shows you how you glue them all together and makes a flat fold. Really nice. And I just like this way of finishing and fully finishing because it can just stand up itself. And with this, you know, it was more of a kind of jokey kind of present. You know, it's not necessarily going to last forever by any means. So I wanted something that we could just display. It wouldn't take up too much space. You can store it easily because it's relatively flat, as the name suggests. And it doesn't come in a big kind of cumbersome frame or anything. So it's easy to move around and put away as needed. So I'll just show you that fabric again, show you it from the side. Oh, love that fabric. So colourful and cheery. And my fiance really liked it, so I'm delighted with that one. Next, as I say, we don't have much variety here, unfortunately, is another flat fold. And this is a pattern from Leslie Thiers, which again, I finished probably a couple of months ago now, and I've been meaning to FFO it for ages. It's called Lavender, and it's stitched on a 32 count lavender even weave by Zweigart with DMC thread. So here is my fully finish of this. So again, as I say, I've made it into another flat fold. Again, similar way of finishing it. I've just laced it with some interfacing and mount board and a bit of wadding underneath there, and glued this onto my constructed flat fold, which is made in exactly the same way as the other one. And then again, I've used the green chenille trim from Create Nostalgia to go around the edge and just glued it on. And I adore this piece. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love the little bee on it, obviously, and I'm giving this as a gift to one of my fiance's family who actually owns a lavender farm. So this is going down to Cornwall, and I hope she really likes it. So I'm hoping to get it in the post in the next few days, and then I can share my photos of it on Instagram. But until then, keep it a secret. I don't think she won't watch Flosstube, so it's okay, I can share it on here safely. But I love this purple fabric. This is a kind of batik fabric that was purchased from the Creative Craft Show in Glasgow a few years ago, and it's from the company Thimbles. I've wrote it down here, Thimbles Fabrics and Crafts, so you can buy it online as well. So I went for the purple for the front, purple for the back, and then unfortunately I ran out of the fabric, so I decided to go with a green fabric on the inside. So if I just open it out, you can see, I can't really show you too well, but it's this gorgeous green fabric that is also kind of slightly mottled, so I felt it complemented it quite nicely. And then I've gone for a purple ribbon this time. Oh, you can see the fabric better there. So it's green obviously on the both sides, and I felt that actually added a bit more interest to it, so I might do that again with different flat folds, having different interior fabric. But I thought it went well with the green too. And again, it's relatively small and it just stands up by itself quite nicely. So I hope she enjoys that, and I'll be sending this to her very shortly. Now I'm going to quickly mention my plans for July and start of August. I don't have a huge amount of plans because I want to kind of just get things done and just see how I feel in terms of new starts and what projects I want to work on, because there's loads of WIPs that are sitting there that haven't been touched in a long time that deserve some love. So I'll see if I can go back to some of them. But my main plans are to FFO my April showers, which I showed you that finish a number of months ago now. And I've also got my co-workers piece to finish, and hopefully my tree of life should be done as well. And I'd also like to finish my blue jay, and I've got a frame that I'm going to show you in haul, which I think will be absolutely perfect to finish that one in. Then there's also a stitch along hosted, I don't know if it's hosted by Shell or if, I can't remember, I should have looked this up a bit more. But anyway, Cheesecake and Cross Stitch Shell is stitching on the Love Poppet Patreon chart, which I think was from maybe last month. Is a gorgeous whale, which I adore as well, and I'll put a picture in here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I really do want to stitch it, but it's just whether or not I have time to do it this month, because I also want to start doing some more wedding stitching and other plans as well. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to start it, but knowing Shell, she'll probably convince me. So yeah, I might start that whale one for this month, and if I can find the hashtag for the stitch along, I'll put it down below as well if you're wanting to join too. So that is all my plans. Next I want to move on to Stitchy Kindness. So the wonderful Charlie Feathers kindly sent me a package, which I was absolutely over the moon to receive. I had sent her some kind of patterned fabric and papers that I'd found in one of those kind of wallpaper sample books that I thought she might like, with lots of feathers and birds and things on, which she really appreciated. So she kindly sent me a package in return, and she had also worked on the Cortana, is it Cortana Creations Sakura piece, which I absolutely love as well, and I loved how she'd finished it and how she'd stitched it, and it was just absolutely beautiful. Go and check out her video if you want to go and see which one I'm talking about. And she kindly sent me her leftover hand-dyed threads so I could also use the same thread to stitch it, which was really kind of her. So she didn't just send me the threads though, she sent me this gorgeous little frog needle minder, which is just absolutely adorable. With this little jacket on. I love it. This is one of her hand-painted Charlie Feathers wooden needle minders. It's got a really strong magnet on the back, and you can purchase these from her Ko-fi shop. And Charlie's also on Instagram and Flosstube. I'm sure you know her already, but I'll link her down below. She also gave me these lovely floss drops, which are the paper ones. I'll just try and show you a kind of selection of them, which are really nice. And she also sent me the little ring to put them on, which is perfect. And there's a little bit here where you can write what thread that you've got attached, and it's got the main hole where you can put the skein, and then the little bit where you can attach any leftovers, which is really great. This is the actual thread that she said she was going to send me. Oh, look at that. Beautiful hand-dyed thread. And it's just perfect for Sakura. Sorry, it keeps not focusing. It's got beautiful variegation of different shades of pink and white, and even a little bit of blue in there and purple. Oh, it's just beautiful. So she didn't just send me that either. She then sent me 3 lovely Jodie Redesign hand-dyed threads. So this is Jaded Amethyst, and is a lovely purple and green, which is really nice. And then I love this. These are my 2 favourite colours in one. The 7 Heavenly Virtues, and this one's Charity. And unfortunately you can't get these Jodie Redesign threads anymore. She's gone out of business. And then the last one is Jelly Tots. Look how colourful that one is. Lots of oranges and reds and loads of different colours in that one. Really gorgeous. Thank you so much, Charlie. That was really kind of you, and I really appreciated it. Made my day. Thanks so much. And it came with a lovely note as well. So that is my happy mail. Next, I'm going to talk about freebies. So I don't normally share freebies on my channel, but I think I might actually start doing it because there's so many wonderful freebies out there that definitely deserve to be shared, and for designers that maybe aren't as well known to get a mention and things. So the first one, well, actually the first 3 are all kind of strawberry related, and I know people are going mad for strawberries and fruits and everything. That seems to be the kind of cross-stitch theme for this summer. So yeah, I thought I'd share a few of the strawberry ones that I found. So the first one I found on Instagram, from the Instagram name is Anna Gotova Cross Stitch, but she goes by Art Mishka Cross Stitch. She's got a Facebook page as well, and you can also find this freebie on here. And I'll be putting pictures up so you can see, unless it's the actual chart, and then I'll just put the link down below and you can go and check it out yourself. So this is just a lovely strawberry design with the strawberry and the white flowers and the kind of green leaves, and yeah, just a strawberry plant really. Really generous freebie to give us all, and I think it's only available until the 13th of July, so definitely go and download it sooner rather than later if you like it. But I thought it was just fantastic. As soon as I saw it, I sent it to Sarah, being like, you need to see this, because she loves any kind of strawberry charts, as you will know if you haven't already watched Cross Stitch If you haven't watched Cross Stitch Sarah, you definitely should. She's fantastic. The next one, I won't be able to put a picture in because, as I say, it's the actual chart itself. But it is an adorable little mouse with a dress on and a little bow in her hair holding a strawberry. But the only twist with this is it's a Liberty mouse. So it was obviously to celebrate the 4th of July for American stitches, and I just thought it was really cute that you could easily change out the colour of the dress. You could do a lovely kind of hand-dyed over-dyed thread instead, and the red strawberry, and obviously change the colour palette if you wanted. It'd be quite easy to do that, and I just thought it was really sweet. So that freebie is from Needle Treasures Nook, and again I found them on Instagram. I couldn't see that there was an expiry date for that one, but obviously if you're interested, click on the link below and go and check it out, because you never know how long these freebies are going to last, and you have to grab them when you can. The next one is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I only saw this yesterday, so this is fresh off the press. It's not actually out yet as far as I can see. I think it will get emailed to us, or maybe you get it if you sign up to the newsletter. So this is called Strawberry Fields, and obviously with Wimbledon going on at the moment, that's where they're kind of linking it to, with the strawberries and cream idea. But it's a really gorgeous little freebie with lots of kind of cut up strawberries on a beautiful pink fabric, which complements it beautifully, and yeah, it's a really cute finish. So definitely go and check that out. It's on their Facebook page and their Instagram as well, and I believe you just pop your name and your email address in and you'll get it sent to you when they finally release it. And I think there's going to be another one as well, possibly with sunflowers, so stay tuned for that as well. Then the final one isn't strawberry themed, but it is bee related, which obviously relates to my channel too, and is called Miss Bee, and is a freebie from the Little Stitcher, who again I found this on Instagram and absolutely loved it. It's just a very simple bee that you can put on a stick that you could put in your plant pots or anything, or use it as a display piece. I won't be putting it in a plant pot because it's too nice for that, but definitely could be used as decor or made into a little ornament, or flat fold, or I'm obsessed with flat folds at the moment, but really cute. Or you could even stitch it as a top of a box, something like that might be a good idea as well. And before I forget, go and check out Ditsy Daisy Crafts. I basically mention her every video now because she's fantastic. But Pam has just done a finish of the Primrose Cottage freebie that was released last month. It was a 4th of July piece again, but she changed all the colours out and did it as a Scottish themed piece. So she got the Saltire flag, and then used purples and greens and blues and finished it beautifully onto a gorgeous box. So I love Pam anyway, but she's got so many wonderful fully finished objects, and I'm very inspired by her, so definitely go and check that out if you haven't already. Just a little sideline there. So yeah, so that's all my freebie chat. So I'll try and show a freebie every month if I can find one, because I think it's great to share the love and appreciate all the wonderful designers out there. And yeah, it's always great to get a free chart as well, isn't it? So next I wanted to share with you my PDF haul. It's much smaller than normal, don't worry, because I kind of go a bit crazy with PDF hauls sometimes. But just a couple of designers that I wanted to mention. So the first one is Green Terrace RS, and I think they're possibly on mybobbin.com as well. I'm not entirely sure about that. But this piece I actually saw on a Facebook group, and I can't remember which one it was, so I've not been able to link it, I'm afraid. But I found this gorgeous set of bird charts. There's 18, and I think I paid maybe £10 for it. But as you'll see with the picture that I'm putting up, there's a swan, there's a duck, there's a woodpecker, oh, there's a crow, is there, I think, for autumn. Like, I just thought they're absolutely stunning, and really nice oval ornaments that you could use to put on a little tree, or you could stitch them all together, or I don't know, frame them all together. Just, oh, so many things you could do with them. Really, really beautiful and such good value as well. So that was found on Etsy, and I'll link all these down below. Next is Yasmins Made with Love, and I'll be showing you some physical haul from her shortly, but I did order some PDF charts as well, because there was a bit of a discount if you ordered a number of charts together. So I hadn't seen this one before, but it was in her last Flosstube, I think she showed it, and I absolutely love it. It's called Mandala Seahorse, And as mandalas suggest, you know, it's a repeating pattern with the seahorses, and I can't remember what else is in it, but I'll be putting pictures up here. Really gorgeous colour palette, and I really want to stitch it. So I think I'm going to not do the full thing. I'm just going to do half of it and make it into a lovely little kind of sea themed pillow, because that's the theme of our bathroom, although there's not much space now because I've got so many sea themed objects and items that I really love. So yeah, I love seahorses, and I definitely want to stitch that. And then the next one is Pisanki Easter eggs, and I was really drawn to this because it's stitched on black fabric, and Yaz has used some really bright, vibrant colours that go with the black so wonderfully. So definitely go and have a look at that one as well if you're interested, because I thought it was something a bit different. A lot of Easter charts are often pastel colours, but I really love the contrast with the bright colours on the dark fabric. I think it's fantastic. The next one, I also want to shout out Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. This is her coffee shop that I bought this from. It's called The Hum of Bees, and her shop is called Wild Dragon Crafts. I'd never seen her shop before, but I think she's just reopened it, and I saw that she'd shared a kind of sneak peek of this chart on Instagram, and I was immediately drawn to it because, I mean, it has bees on it. What's not to love? But I love so many elements of this chart, and I'd love to finish it either as a drum, which I know I keep saying drums and I haven't actually shown you a drum for a while, but I've got lots of charts that I do want to finish as drums. And I think I'm going to stitch on that 32 count Duck Azure blue fabric, because I think that will really work well with the colour of the bees and the yellows and whites and yeah, purples and things. So I'm excited to start that at some point soon. So that's it for PDF haul. I told you it'd been relatively good. And now, before I show you regular haul, I just want to quickly remind a few people about the giveaway that I did in my last video. Thank you to all those that commented and obviously joined the giveaway, and those that won their prizes and got in touch with me. I'm glad that you've all received your little kits and things that I've sent out. But I do want to just remind Britches Get Stitches, who won the cottage chart, and Beverly Lawrence 5346, who won the hedgehog kit, to just get in touch with me via Instagram. Just send me a DM with your address and I'll get those posted out to you. If I don't hear from you by the time I film my next video, which will be the start of August, then I'll just redraw that with the entrances, entries that were there on the video that I mentioned the giveaway, and there'll be 2 new winners. So if you get in touch with me, that would be great, and I can get those posted out to you. I also wanted to mention the Big Stitch, which I am so delighted that I'm going to next year. So it's the 27th and 28th of June 2026, and it's at the Magna Science Centre in Rotherham. And I've already been messaging Sarah being like, can you be my friend and sit with me? Because I'm going on my own. But I'm sure there's lots of other lovely people that are going. And yeah, I can't wait to meet so many different people. And I think Love Poppet are going as well, Claire. Can't wait to meet her in person. And yeah, I haven't really looked into it too much. I just was like, I think I might go this time. It'll be my first ever cross stitch retreat, which is obviously exciting in itself, and just because it's such a big event and so many people going, and I just really wanted to be part of it. So let me know down below or on Instagram if you're going to the Big Stitch, because I'd love to meet some more people and say hi to everybody, and it'd be amazing to watch people that actually watch my videos. That'd be really exciting. So if you are going, please drop me a line and a comment and let me know, because I'm sure you're excited about it as well. So yeah, that's all that exciting news. I also wanted to talk about the Cotton Club Crafts membership that I joined this month. It's called the Stitch Circle, and I'll show you my haul from Cotton Club That's really hard to say, Cotton Club Crafts shortly. But I just wanted to particularly mention their membership. It's only £8.50 a month, and you get 70 plus designs that are available as soon as you've joined the membership club to download, and there's lots of stitch alongs that you can be part of. So a lot of the designs, you have to be in the membership for a while to obviously get all the parts of the stitch along, but that makes sense. So yeah, that's really good. And you also get 10% off a lot of the things in the shop. You get you know, goodies I think from the newsletter and maybe some freebies and things, and yeah, it's just really good value for money. So if you're interested in joining that, it's worth it even just for the 10% discount if you're a regular customer with Cotton Club Crafts. And as I say, there's loads of charts that you can pick from, even if you just join it for a couple of months, you can enjoy them. So that was what I wanted to say about that, and now we'll move on to other haul. So the first thing I want to show you is this gorgeous bag from Pauline at Sobe Bags. As you can see, it's quite substantial. It's got her lovely lace that is her signature style with this lovely ribbon, and I think the inside is just plain. It's just a kind of nice muted yellow, but it was just my colours. And this was purchased from her Instagram drop, which she does, I don't know if it's just once a month on a Friday, but it's always a bit wild and you have to like set an alarm and things to make sure you're first in. It's kind of first come first serve for the bags, and then she sends you the invoice afterwards. And if you are interested, these bags are just £24 plus postage and packaging. So really good value for money, excellent quality, beautifully made. And yeah, I've got one of her other bags, so I just was really drawn to this because I love purple and I love flowers, so what's not to love? On the subject of bags, this is not a handmade bag, but this is one that I found in the charity shop, and it is one of the kind of, when the charity shops sell new items. So this is a woodland bag by the British Red Cross, but look how beautiful this is. It's only about £6, and it's got all these gorgeous woodland creatures on with the rabbits and the birds. Look at that little hedgehog, blue tit there talking to the badger, the fox, and it's the same on both sides. So it's just a kind of like makeup pouch kind of sized bag, so even if you don't use it for stitching, I've just got the insert in there still, just nice green on the inside. But for a little project, I thought that was really, really nice. So I couldn't resist that one. Next we have some charts that I purchased. So I think I got these off eBay, and I'll link the seller down below because she has got loads and loads of charts, particularly Lizzie Kate and Just Nan and lots of other designers, but she's basically selling off her mum's stash, or part of it I think. So you can get a really good deal, and she does offers if you buy quite a few items together. So this one I definitely bought from her, and I think the other two were from Vinted, but I plan to stitch this for our wedding. It says, "These are the days we will remember forever." And again, I've changed the colour palette out a little bit, but look at that lovely little bee button as well. I'll stitch this probably on a darker fabric and go with the kind of purple and green colour scheme. But it's a lovely little Lizzie Kate chart, and it's called These Are the Days. So that was from that eBay seller. And then these are from Vinted. So this is another Lizzie Kate one. Friends Make Life a Little Sweeter. Really like that one. And this is just called Friendship, is the actual name of the chart. So I think a lot of these are often hard to get now because Lizzie Kate isn't, I don't know if she's totally out of print, but a lot of these are out of print. And this one's called Sisters Forever. A sister is a forever friend. So I thought they were really sweet, and I've ordered quite a few more from her, which are coming by Friday, I think. Next we have this lovely chart, which I actually got from Vinted as well, which I could not believe because this is a Brenda Gervais chart, and I know how hard these are to get in the UK, and I got it for a really good price. So it's With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, and it's Hilda Boo and Sunflowers too. And I just love this, it's so quirky and different. Obviously for Halloween with the little witch and her sunflowers. I just love that. So that was a really exciting Vinted find. Next, this isn't strictly cross stitch related, but I found this in the charity shop. And it's basically just Kath Kidson, a box with some different papers in, which again are great for finishing. But this was the main reason I was drawn to it. Look at that! Could you imagine like a little strawberry finish on that? That put in a frame or something like that. Oh, love it. And there's a couple of other designs in here as well. It's obviously supposed to be like a writing set. So there's a few different ones that I really like. Particularly the one that's on the box. Sadly, there's only one of the strawberry ones, otherwise I would have probably sent it to some other people as well. But yeah, really gorgeous. That one too, I don't know if I showed you that. Comes with all the envelopes and everything if you did want to use it as writing paper. But I mean, a really handy box too. Thought that was a great little find. Another thing I got from the charity shop was this amazing photo frame, which is wooden, and it's got a kind of nice turquoisey, almost kind of painted look to it. It's a 10x8 frame, and you could obviously turn it whichever way you wanted, but I like these little holes that kind of reminded me of bubbles. And I wondered if the seahorse pattern from Love Poppet potentially would fit in here. Because sometimes I have the idea of how I want to finish it, and then I pick the fabric so it ensures that it actually fits in the frame or the piece that I want it to fit on. So I'll have a little measure up and see if it would work. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, and I might not even frame it. I might finish it in a different way, but I'll keep that in mind. That was kind of what I thought for that one. And then this is the frame that I didn't even think about the blue jay piece to begin with, but then it was only when I got home that I was thinking, and I started the blue jay piece, that was like, I wonder how I'm going to finish this. And then I found this frame. Look at this. Literally perfect. And I've checked and it will fit. Well, I'll check again because it actually does look smaller now, but this is 6x4 and the other piece was only going to be slightly smaller than that, so it should definitely fit. I'll make it fit. But look, it's like a kind of mottled, almost like, again, painted effect with the dark blue. It was absolutely beautiful. So I really hope that I'll be able to frame my blue jay in that one. Right, what have we got here? Another kind of finishing item that I got from the charity shop for only £1. So I thought I could either use that side, paint it and keep the kind of little flowers and things, or I could just use the back, and it's got this lovely pink painted on the back, so that could work as well. So that's just another kind of finishing idea. And then, sorry, I keep leaning over here. I got some more kind of DMC Blanc, and it's kind of crochet cotton that I use for lacing my finished pieces. So I wanted to get more of that because I got it from the garden centre, so it was only, what, 50p a ball because they're trying to get rid of it. Also from the garden centre I got a nice array of anchor threads again. Again, I've mentioned this garden centre before. It's the, I think it's, is it Calder's Garden Centre? It's in Gourock anyway, in Scotland. So they're selling all their anchor threads for 50p. So I thought I'll grab a few for cording and things like that. Next we have my wonderful order that I ordered from Talking Dog Stitchery from Rachel's shop. And again, she had a sale, so I bought a few things. So this is called Doodle Maker, and it's by Heart and Hand. And I love this. Again, I'd stitch it on a brighter fabric, but I love the little scissors and the cross stitch piece. I thought this would look really nice in a craft room. And I thought I could use like satin stitch for the bobbins, and I could use maybe real buttons for the embellishments there, just to bring it to life a little more. That's really cute. And then I've seen this, I think it was Keely on Cakes and Stitches is stitching Spring on Lock Lane, and I love the colour palette of this. It's really pretty. with all the blues and the purples. So this is a design by Sammy from Little Loops. I believe she's the lady that actually runs the Big Stitch as well. And her company is the Old Barn Stitching Co. Really pretty. And then this one, again, I'm going to make these into little pillows. This is another heart and hand. And this is Bumblebee Etchings, which came out at market this year, I believe. I'm going to stitch these on purple. I think that will really make the yellow pop. You can get the other etchings charts as well, which are very nice. And then I got this lovely Erin Elizabeth design chart called Baba Black Sheep. I just love the little expressions. So cute. So I'm going to make that into a drum. And then I got Bee Farm as well, which was in the sale. I'd love to have the Chantel's 1-for-1 designs stuff to finish these kind of things. Like, look how cool that looks. But we don't in the UK, so I'd probably just have to make my own and make it up as I go along. But yeah, I really love that. Bee Farm Local Honey. And I think it was Red-Headed Stitcher who just stitched this part without the writing. So I might just do that rather than having the writing on it as well, but we'll see. So that was Talking Dog Stitchery. And that's her information there if you're interested. And I will link her shop down below as well because it's fantastic. Right, these are the bits I got from Vinted. These are like little magazine freebies that are from a couple of years ago. So this is from Cross Stitcher magazine. And I won't show you everything in here, but there's some like really nice little things that would be great for like needle books and things. So I've got like a little whale and a boat there. I was also drawn to this little strawberry. Oh, cute. And a little cake. So really like that one. There's little cherries and things too. And then I've also got the rustic style one. And I was really drawn to the bee things in here. Like a band for like jam, well, honey. And there's a little kind of queen bee piece there. And then I also love these little egg cups. I mean, I wouldn't use them as egg cups, but egg warmer kind of things. But I love the effect of this with the back stitch, that it makes it look like fabric that has actually been kind of stuck on rather than it being stitched. And there's lots of other lovely designs like keys and trees, things to do with herbs and the little watering can and things. A really nice little booklet. So that is again a cross stitcher one, I think. Yeah, cross stitcher. I'll try and find out more information if you're interested in the actual date, but I don't think it necessarily says on the inside. No, it doesn't, I'm afraid. That's what the front cover looks like anyway. And then last but not least, I got another one. This was just a bundle that I bought. Again, another cross stitcher one. And this has some gorgeous little designs in again. There's a really nice sewing machine there. And there are a few of the other things. A little ladybird button and these birds as well, which are really nice. Little dolls and all sorts of things. I think it was the little bird house that really got me. Look at that. So cute. Imagine that was a little ornament. So that's exciting. Next, I also bought some scissors, which look very similar when you hold them together, but they are different. These were also from the garden centre, only a couple of pounds, but I don't know if you can see the detail on them. Nice little design. And then this is like a William Morris inspired design, that kind of strawberry field. I can't remember what the name of it is, but really beautiful scissors, very nice and sharp. Then I just have some fabric to share with you. So I got this from Coffee Craft Fabrics. She was having a 50% off sale for 5 years of her business, which I was like, ooh, that's exciting. So I bought some amazing pink fabric. Again, these don't have names, but it's just 28 count even weave. See the beautiful variegation in that. I've got lovely purple. And kind of peachy, kind of pale pink kind of fabric there as well. And then these ones I got off Vinted. These are chromatic alchemy fabrics, which obviously you can't get anymore. This is called Idol, and it's a 32 count even weave. But, oh, look at that. Really gorgeous mottling. These are 13 by 18. And again, that's called Aneria, I think. 32 count linen. Oh, sorry, they're both linen actually, rather than even weave. But I love that turquoise. Thought that would look really nice for an under the sea kind of themed piece. And then, nearly done now, I've got this Mr. Puffin kit from Hannah's Room, and I'll link her down below. This is what you call slow stitching, and it was Angela in our little Instagram group that actually shared a piece that she got from Vinted that was by this same seller and designer, and I was like, oh, she's like, oh, they've got a website and you can go and have a little look, and I was like, oh really? So I went straight over there and ordered this, and 10 minutes later it was already on its way to me. So a really amazing service. Maybe I just ordered at the right time, but really good customer service, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So it's obviously a little puffin, and then it comes with the threads to embroider on top of the gorgeous fabrics that are here, and little bits of felt and things like that to embellish it. And it gives you the templates of how you cut all the different fabrics out and how you can layer them. And then if you can see here, it's like little embroidery stitches. So it's like lazy daisy stitches, French knots. These are the kind of chain stitches just to add a bit of interest. And you can do as much as little as you want, really. It just gives you an idea of how you could finish it if you wanted to. So next we have my purchases from Yasmins Made with Love. So she comes, each package comes with a lovely thank you card and has a really nice free design on the back. So thank you, Yas, for that. So I bought the Grow Your Garden little chart, and it comes with the beads as well. But I'm going to make this into a little drum, I think. I was kind of eyeing up for ages. I was like, do I get it? Do I not? And I was like, oh, go on then. And then these ones are charts that she's retiring. So this is Summer Folk Bird. Looks really nice in that little frame. Valentine Folk Bird. Love that. And Easter Folk Bird. So I thought I'd better buy those before they disappear. And then the last one I bought was Summer Bouquet. And I might change the colours for this a little bit, but I like the design. So that was everything from Yaz. Quickly show you, this is the free kit from the World of Cross Stitch magazine. Got a subscription to that, so that was a lovely free gift. Next I'll show you my Cotton Club Crafts haul. So this is a gorgeous kit. Again, these are all from the sale, and I got my 10% discount as well from being part of their membership club, as I previously mentioned. This is a Riolas kit, and I love the water lilies, so beautiful. This is called Lotus Field. You can see why. And look at the gorgeous colours in the back. And the one I really want to get is this. Look at that, with Mount Fuji and the blossoms. So pretty. I think they'd look so nice framed together. So yeah, I love Japanese kind of inspired pieces, so I was really drawn to that. This one is a Letty Stitch kit. Look at that fox and the owl, very wintry scene. Thought this would be great to have up at Christmas time. This is called Frosted Dreams. So it's by Letty Stitch. I don't think I've got any of their kits. Actually, I might have a few. But I haven't stitched one yet, but I mean, look at all the threads that come with it. Really beautifully sorted. Really fun to work on. Next is a dimensions kit that I've been eyeing up for a while. I don't know, I hadn't bought it before, but I just hadn't. It's one of their Gold Collection Petites, and it's called Chickadees in Spring, and it's from 2024, September time. And I've seen Blushing Pink Stitches, Lindsay, I think is stitching on this one. And as with all dimensions kits, you've got that difference in the amount of strands of thread that you use to give that depth of perspective, you know, with the background and things. Really pretty, so many gorgeous colours. So love that. And then last but not least is this Milkshake Butterfly kit from Heritage Crafts. And I got this one because I'd probably take that out and just stitch the cow by herself. But I love that she's called Milkshake, and she's so cute. Really love that, and I've got quite a few of their Highland cow charts as well. So they've got a kind of selection of different ones, so you can get with an Easter egg, a birthday cake present, and these are some of the Highland cow ones, and I've got a couple of those already. But I thought she was too cute not to purchase. And then last but not least, I'm going to quickly show you the new Bothy Threads book, which I just purchased from Cotton Club Crafts as well. And it's called Especially For You. And as I say, it's by Bothy Threads. And it's just absolutely beautiful and such good value for money. If you love any of the kind of little card kits that they do, this is definitely a book that you need to buy. I didn't expect it to be as big as it actually is, but it's got so much in it for a really, really good price. So I'll quickly give a flick through because you can't actually see any of the charts. So these are the ones that are inside. So there's Poppy Mouse. Isn't that adorable? And obviously you can buy the splattered kind of fabric from Bothy Threads directly if you're interested in stitching it on that. Some of these are already released as kits as well. So you've got the lovely dog with the presents. That one's called Special Delivery. So you could just buy these as kits, and I think they're around £10.95, but the book's about £15. So you get all of these included in it. And obviously you just kit it up yourself. So that one's called On the Lookout for a Party. That's the make-out one. And then we've got the Pretty in Pink. Lovely flamingo. Then Here for the Cake. Lovely giraffe. And still going, Especially For You is the beagle with the flower. That's stunning. And oh, still got my favourite ones to come. The Gardener's Friend. Look at that, with the robin sitting on the spade. Really lovely. And these are so small, you can stitch them up really quickly. Gonna Be a Great Day, guinea pig. And these are obviously all based on the Rendale designs, Hannah Dale's original watercolours. So there's so much detail and interest to each of them. Dearly Loved. Lovely. Still going. Can you believe this? And then my favourite one is Be Mine Forever, with the gorgeous bees and the rose. And I think that is it. And you can see at the back here some of the other designs that they do. So I've got a few of these already, the little mouse and the wren with the bee I haven't got the two bottom ones, but just to show that there's obviously lots of other little card kits out there, but highly recommend this book if you haven't got it already, and go and order it from Cotton Club Crafts. She is on holiday, I think, up until the end of July, so if you order now you might have to wait a wee bit for posting out to you, but that's fine, or just order when she comes back and get it for a great price, which is really lovely. Sue's and I highly recommend her shop. I shop there very regularly, as you can tell. Last but not least, I went to the Royal Highland Show in Edinburgh, kind of mid-June with my friend, and yeah, I really had a wonderful time, and went with her partner as well, and he really enjoyed it too. And we went to the kind of WI tent where they showed all the entries for different competitions. So I'll put a few pictures up here in the end just to show you. It was so much fun, really enjoyed it. And I got a little Craft Daft badge made, which I thought was perfect. I might wear that for future floss tubes. It's very exciting. So yeah, that was really fun to go to. Really recommend if you've never been before. There was lots to see. There wasn't a huge amount of crafting things, but you know, it's just nice to see a kind of local sellers and jewellery makers, and yeah, the WI entries were all really interesting. So yeah, it's amazing what talent is out there. Right, so thank you so much for watching. That's everything I have to share today. As always, an episode far longer than I ever expect it to be, but you know, I just can't help myself with all the haul and things I find, and I just want to share it all with you. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and feel free to like, comment and subscribe. I hope to you know, chat with you in the comments and hear what you're stitching on, or if you're going to the big stitch, or if you've been inspired by anything that or enabled by anything that I've shown you. Be really interested in that. Yeah, I've been really enjoying doing Flosstube. As always, I feel like I'm always kind of rushing to try and meet the kind of deadline of trying to do it at the start of the month, but it doesn't always happen. But you know, try our best. I would love to do bi-monthly videos if I could, but my work schedule doesn't always allow for that. So yeah, I'm afraid it's just kind of the longer ones at the start of every month. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you at the start of August for my next video. So take care, happy stitching, bye!